we're going to be taking a look at MPB.com, a marketplace where you can buy and sell used filmmaking equipment, and ultimately deciding, is it worth using? Hey everyone, I know that whether you're starting creating content or have been creating content for years like me, that the less you have, the more important it is to shop smart. One of the easiest ways you can shop smart when it comes to content creation is either buying or selling used filmmaking equipment. That's why websites like MPB.com are crucial to the creator economy. I'm going to focus on only the selling aspect of MPB.com, but if you'd like to see what it's like to buy film equipment, maybe I can take some of the money I make from selling some gear into buying some gear I've been looking at. Let me know in those comments down below. Speaking of down below, I'll have resources to everything I'm talking about in this video down there, including a tweet to VidCon, which is how I learned about MPB.com. MPB had a really large presence at the event, and when I asked my friends about them, no one really had heard of them before. MPB on their website has a lot of options for cameras, lenses, audio equipment, accessories, etc. I've seen brands like Canon, Nikon, Sony, Zoom, and many others, but one thing I like about their platform is that it includes a rating system and a condition report. This basically ensures that whatever you buy, you really know exactly what you're getting, at least according to them. And they do provide a 6-month warranty on all purchases from them. That's a lot of confidence from MPB.com, and I wanted to put that confidence to the test in this video. Here's how you can get your quote from MPB.com. First, you need to sign up and make an account. Once you make an account, you'll see this option here where you can either buy or sell your film equipment. Once you're on the sell page, you'll be able to search for the item you want to sell, as well as select a condition. Once you've done both of those, you can add them as a quote. You can see I did this for my Zoom H5 handy recorder here. In fact, here's everything I plan to sell to MPB.com and the quote they gave me. I chose these items to give them a different variety of options, so lenses, microphones, and recording devices to really understand what the experience is like. Once you get your quote from MPB.com, they'll give you a shipping label to print, or they'll give you instructions on how to print it if you don't have a printer, and they'll also give you instructions on how to wrap your gear. When it came to packaging the gear, I went all out by bubble wrapping and making sure it was really secure. I made sure to give all accessories I had to it, because whatever condition your gear is in depends how much they give you back. So I want to try to make as much as possible of the original quote they gave me. Now, I thought this quote was pretty fair, but keep in mind that if you don't like the quote they gave you, you don't have to use MPB.com. There are other reselling websites. But for the test of this video, I didn't mind the quote, and I really do think it's worth trying them out. Now, the quote you get is based on them never seeing the gear. Once they get your gear, they're gonna validate the level of condition you've told them it is. If it matches, you're gonna get paid what they promised and quoted. If it's a little different, they'll actually email you an updated quote, and from there, you can either decide to accept the new quote and the money they're offering, or they'll send it back to you risk-free, and you can just sell your gear to someone else. So I really don't see this as a big risk for me personally. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea how this experience is gonna go. I usually have an idea, but since this is brand new, you're gonna learn as I do, and I'm gonna cut ahead to when I actually have my answer. So it's been about 10 business days and MPB got back to me. As you can tell by the box, things didn't go exactly to plan for me. Let's start with the shipping process. Here's where I think MPB.com can improve. Once I had my tracking code, there was really no way I could tell MPB.com I shipped it. Having a simple place where I could enter in my FedEx tracking code would really help them and me understand, hey, I sent you my gear, please don't move it out of my current quote to archive, which is what happened. So just a way that they could improve. But it did take about a week for my package from California to get to Brooklyn, New York, where MPB.com is based. Once MPB.com got my gear, they were able to assess its condition within the same day, which is quite impressive. But my quote went from $573 to $382, a $191 difference after they took a look at the condition. As you can see on screen, I mislabeled some of the lenses, which is on me. Interesting enough, they had no interest in my Zoom H5 handy recorder, which just personally was the whole reason I made this video. I bought a new Zoom F3 recorder and wanted to get rid of it. So this was a little funny that this is the piece that's actually in that box that they sent me. Just wanted to clear that up. They did send me my Zoom H5 handy recorder, free shipping, and I was able to get the $382 because I still felt it was a fair deal. To their credit, they did fix it, but just one of those things they could really iron out in communication. The way you get paid is actually through entering your bank account's information, and I do wish they had other ways you could get paid. In fairness, they did communicate this in the selling section. I do think ways such as PayPal or other different ways to earn money other than giving mpb.com my banking information would be appreciated. Another communication issue is that you might remember earlier in this video, I said I learned about mpb.com at VidCon. I gave them my information and was hoping maybe they'd send something. Well, they did 2 months later, after I already sent my gear and started working on this video. I had already gotten my payment quote from mpb.com by the time I got this email. In all fairness, I do note that the time they did send me this email, VidCon Baltimore was happening, but I went to VidCon Anaheim 2023 and they took forever to get back to me. That additional 5% could make a huge difference if you're really low on cash, so I was curious, hey, maybe there's a way that mpb.com could maybe honor this. I even reached out to their support, as you can see on screen, and they offered nothing. Which, in all fairness, I understand. I did miss this promotion window, fair enough. One thing I would have done as someone who's worked in customer support at brands like TubeBuddy is offered maybe a credit for the difference. In total, with my new quote, it would have been maybe $10 to $20, I'll put the exact amount on screen. And as a customer, even matching that after missing it is an easy way for me to buy, because if you give me that credit, I'm more likely to buy some of your used film equipment and you make more of a sale. I just found it funny and wanted to mention in this video. Overall though, I would sell to mpb.com again. The experience, though a little clunky, was overall pretty enjoyable and I got what I was looking for. I got to sell some film equipment I wasn't using anymore, and I was able to make a little more money to help me create more videos like the one you're watching. I didn't have to worry about reselling to someone on eBay and issues with payments, so for that, mpb.com really does get my recommendation. I would keep in mind that some of the communication could be a lot better, and if anyone there is watching, hopefully they take it to heart. During the filming of this video, I actually got send us your feedback, and I think I'm just gonna send them a link to this. That being said, they're only gonna see this video, same as you watching. There are other options out there like B&H Photo, eBay, but overall, using mpb.com, I thought it was a good experience, and I'm curious what you think in those comments down below. Film equipment is only one side of YouTube. Do you want to understand how YouTube works? Check out that playlist on screen. And remember, I'm Andrew Can, and if I can buy and sell used filmmaking equipment, then you can too.